Hello. Do you know what I hate about comedy? It's when my family comes to watch. There is nothing worse than dropping a joke about inbreeding and seeing your brother sat on the back row with his friends. Luckily, we're still together. Last year, my mum turned up at one of my gigs unexpectedly with all of her work colleagues, right? Well, they took up the whole of the front row. So I'd already prepared my set, so I had to run with it. So this is a joke that I told on the night. I said, it's been brought to my attention that I'm a bit of an alcoholic. So I went to see my doctor, and he asked me how many units of alcohol I drank in a week. So I said about 5. To which he seemed satisfied, till he realised that I was talking about kitchen units. Now, you see, I've had quite a tough upbringing, like a rough childhood, so I blame my parents for me having a drink problem today. But my mum, she's the one who's always on my back about drinking. She nags me to death. Honestly, she's like, Lindsey, they put the cork in the wine for a reason. It's so you can put it back in the fridge and save it for another day. You don't have to drink it all at once. So I'm like, all right, Mum. All right, chill out. I'm not being funny though, Mum, but you don't snort half a line. This is the point at my gig where my mum stands up in front of everybody and just goes, you're a liar. She fucking put me on the spot, didn't she, like, ruin the gig? And I just looked at her and I just said, Mum, for Christ's sake, I'm in the middle of a gig here. She didn't care, she was relentless. She was like, tell them you're lying. So I had to stop mid-gig, address the whole audience of my mum's work colleagues. And I just said, I'm so sorry about this, everybody. This is my mum. And she wants me to let you know that she's not a cocaine addict. I just said it for the purpose of the joke. And the only reason that I said it is because I couldn't think of a joke that involved heroin. I can safely say that my mother no longer attends my gigs. And she lost her job at the school. So I'm from a small town called Lee in Lancashire. Do we all know Lee? It's a shithole, isn't it? Those who don't know, Lee is one of them towns you can quite happily walk through with your camera phone open and convince your friend you're on the set of The Walking Dead. Right? It doesn't bother me though, because I've lived in Lee all my life. And for that, I'm a girl who lives on the edge of a council estate. Proper noisy estate too. It's the teenagers, they're the problem. Do you know they hang around in gangs on the street corners, shouting, spitting, giving abuse to passers-by, thinking they're hard as fuck in the onesies. But you see, I think I've got a solution to the problem. See, I think if I go to our local shop and buy 6 cans of Stella and 40 Lambert and Butler and put it to them as a prize, I reckon I can get a Hunger Games tournament going on that estate. And as well, the teenagers, you see them walking around the estate, pushing prams, some of them pregnant. This scares the shit out of me because I've got a teenage daughter and another daughter who's not far from being a teenager. Well, I don't want them thinking that it's trendy or cool to be pregnant at a young age. So I've been trying to find ways of putting them off. So what I tried was I sat my girls down on the couch and I made them watch one of those birthing videos. It wasn't an actual birthing video. It was the Alien box set, but I think it had the same effect. And the best deterrent I found for putting my girls off pregnancy was I printed off a picture of Pamela Anderson from her Baywatch days. Do you remember her, lads? Yeah, of course you do. Printed it off and I held it up. And I said, girls, this lady here is Pamela Anderson. 10 years ago, she was voted the most beautiful woman in the world. And then she had 3 children. And this is what she looks like now. And I flipped the picture to reveal Katie Hopkins. Yes. So I had some news last year. Last year, it's a true story, I became a grandma. I did, seriously. And when I first found out the news, I wasn't happy at all because, you know, my son's a fucking prick. You know what I mean? And I wasn't happy, and I didn't know how to deal with the situation. So I went to see my mum for some advice on becoming a grandma for the first time. And my mum just said, "Oh, it's not being a grandma you need to worry about. It's the menopause." And then she went on to tell me that sooner or later I'm going to get hot and cold sweats, I'm going to get palpitations, I'm going to get anxiety, I'm going to get itchiness. And I thought, shit, I remember my mum going through all these symptoms. But to be honest, I thought it was the effects of her coming off the heroin. So, thank you, that's it from me. Thank you very much. I've been Lindsey Davies.